JJ, a hard-earned point at home. How'd you feel after that one?
Yeah, it's probably mixed emotions. I think we can't really do much more in terms of our possession and creating chances. That's probably the most frustrating part, is how well we played, and it's just 2 sloppy goals to concede is the most frustrating part. I think overall we played really well, as I said, creating chances. So yeah, it's positive enough, but obviously annoying to drop 2 points.
When a game starts the way it did tonight, you must get a good feeling, do you?
Yeah, of course. I think an early goal, especially against a team like that, you know, is going to be set up defensively well. Gives you a good boost, and we control the game. And then we got caught on the break. I think that's something we need to look at, because it's happening against Drogheda and it's happening again this week. So I think if we cut stuff like that out, we've got a good chance.
Ellis obviously hit the crossbar just before they equalised. That's one of those really fine moments that just felt like those little moments didn't go our way tonight.
Yeah, I think obviously throughout the season you need that little bit of luck, and it's a great strike from Ellis. He obviously scored already, but yeah, if that goes in, obviously it's 2-0 and you could say we're cruising. But again, we need to look up. We need to look at our setup behind the ball. When that comes out, we're maybe a bit delayed to react, but yeah, we'll look back at it.
It's very, very similar to Drogheda on Friday. You mentioned it there. You must be happy with the amount of chances we're creating, and it does feel like we're very close to maybe hitting 3 or 4 again.
Yeah, I think there's going to be an unlucky team coming up soon. Hopefully it's Friday, would be nice. But yeah, overall I think last year, I said to you before, we were more kind of grinding out 1-0 wins maybe. I might be gone out of our game, maybe we need a bit of that back this year. But no, I think we can be happy with, even the manager hasn't much to say really, because we played really well, and just a couple of errors at the back, but there's a lot of positives to take.
The weekend finished the way it started in terms of points and how far off top spot we are. Are the group happy with the league position at the moment?
Yeah, we are, of course. Obviously it could be worse, but it could be better. I think there's probably been far too many draws this year. Again, I go back to, there's probably too many errors defensively. Well, it's all over the pitch, but if we can cut that out, I think we've got a good chance of going on a run.
For the amount of football you played last season, how important you were, was it a bit of a shock to the system at the start of this season for you?
Probably, yeah, but I think my pre-season didn't help. My calf was sore again, so that put me back a little bit, and obviously the boys in the middle were doing really well. Kerr's come in and been excellent, but that's for me to be a good professional, trying well, and when you get back in the team, do as best you can.
With Kerr coming into the team, and obviously Mark has dropped off a little bit, Evan is playing as a wing back, has your role in the team changed much?
I wouldn't say so. I'm still in there to try to control the game, be defensively, try to do a bit of what Mark does when he's in the middle, and I think Kerr gives us that side, not just on the ball, he's good off the ball as well. But he's been a great addition, and he's been nice to play with.
Do you feel like you've got your spot in the team back, or do you ever feel like that?
Nah, probably don't think the manager will be too happy with me saying that. I'm definitely back in the team every week now, so I think it's just down to me to perform every week. Can't really have any dips and forms, because we've got a really strong squad and everyone is fighting for places in training. So as I said, it's on me to perform every week and stay in the team.
It's Rovers away next week. The way their game finished today, they'll be a wounded animal. What kind of challenge are you expecting next Friday? Yeah,
it's always a tough place to go. I think they always fancy themselves, especially in Tala. Don't know if it's a good or bad thing that they lost late on like that. They'll be ready to get at us, but we'll be just as ready.
Thanks, JJ.
Cheers, lads.